Hey guys, welcome back to Bowes Fan TV, and today we're doing the match preview for our game against Shelbourne tomorrow at Talbot Park. I was away there for a week or so there was no content put up. But yeah, fantastic win on Friday. Much needed, absolutely. We were on a poor run before that. I think the game before, obviously, we just got beaten by Sligo, 3-1 in a pretty bad defeat, a bad performance. And it was important to respond to that with a win, and we did just that. Um, a bit of a mad game, really. Overall, I thought we played really well. Um, you know, we started quite fast. We felt, we obviously get a goal in the first sort of 15, 20 minutes. I think it was around that time from McManus. And then we were fairly comfortable after that, but then two sort of defensive errors, well, not errors really, but I think we probably should have done better with them. Um, especially the first one. I think your man Coco, I think his name is Yili Coco. He's turned Casper fairly easily there, and he went in and scored the equaliser. Then there was a ball in. It was a good ball in, to be fair, but um, yeah, we didn't really deal with it that well, and we went into the break 2-1 down, and you're thinking we probably don't deserve this. We've probably been the better team. We've had most of the possession. We've created a few chances that maybe we could have done a little bit better with, but yeah, we come out second half and we're still a dominant team. We're knocking on the door a little bit. It's not like we were peppering the goal, but we were dominant in possession and we had most of the ball. And John O'Sullivan comes on and then gets the equaliser, and then not long after that, he makes it 3-2, and the scenes in Derrymount looked quite well. Obviously, I was away. I was in my hotel room in Ibiza watching the game, and yeah, it looked like great scenes down in Block A for that Afolabi goal. A little bit jealous, I must say, even though I wasn't in Ibiza. But yeah, no, great win, good performance. But this game is tough that we're heading into now against Shells. It's a must-win game. It's probably a little bit secondary right now to the imminent announcement of the return of Danny Grant by the looks of things, but I'll probably have a video on that later. It looks like he's going to be announced within the next couple of hours. Um, so yeah, I think I'll have a video out on that later. But we'll focus on this game now anyway. Tomorrow against Shells in the North Dublin Derby. Yeah, I think it's gonna be a tough one. Shells will be confident, coming into this one after a pretty good win against UCD. I think it was 4-0. You know, they always give it their all in these sort of games, don't they? It's a bit of a bit of a dig, but it is sort of a World Cup final for them. When we play them, it is probably bigger for them than it is for us. But no, look, it's still a massive game for us. Don't get me wrong. It's not like, oh well, we'll just take this one easy. It's going to be a walk in the park. It's going to be far from that. We feel, Shells are always a tough test on their day. Duff has them well set up always. In these sort of games as well, Talcott Park, they've been cagey. There's not been much in them. I know we beat them 4-1 that time. That was probably the only game where you could say we kind of put it to the sword. Other than that, they've always been very tight games. And obviously, bar that absolute shambles in the cup last season, which will never be repeated again. But you know, I think for this game, yeah, we need to win. That's how I feel anyway. Heading into this one, I'm sure a lot of people feel like that as well. We need to win. You know, if we don't, it's going to be hard for us to push for that top three. I know Shales will probably be looking to sort of maybe challenge themselves. They have an outside chance, I suppose, if maybe us and Dundalk drop off a little bit and they can get a bit of form going. I think, yeah, they'll probably fancy their chances of finishing in the top four. But right now, I think we just got to win this game. No matter how it's done. If it's a cagey 1-0, if it goes in off someone's arse in the last minute, I don't care as long as we get the 3 points. Um, Team for this game, I'm not quite. It's a tough one to call really because there is sort of a dilemma there about Clark. Is he better off the bench? Is he better when he starts? We come on there on Friday and we change the game. We've said that a lot this season. Oh, how many times does Clark come off the bench and change games, but then he starts next week and he's not very good. But I think we probably need to start giving him a little bit more of a kind of consistent run of games. So I think I'd start him, but I'll go through my full team now anyway. It'll be Talbot and goal. I think it'll be Booker right back. I'm not sure if your man Kukalowicz or whatever his name is. The Polish right back that we signed. I don't know if he'll be thrown in just yet. I think he could maybe. It might take him a couple of weeks before he gets into the team. So for now, I'll probably have Bucko at right back. Um, Two centre halves, Novak Kasper. I know they've been quite suspect as of late. Their defensive positioning and some of they kind of are a bit reckless, and they're particularly Casper. I know he was a little bit kind of reckless with that, kind of lunging in a little bit, wasn't he? And then giving Coco space, but um. I think that'll probably be the two centre halves. There's no one else really. I know maybe Kane Byrne might be knocking on the door now. He's back from his loan at Longford. You might see him get involved a little bit more, but as of now, I think it'll be Novak and Casper. Left back Paddy Kirk. Midfield is an interesting one. The trio I'd go with for me would be McDonald, Flores, and Clark. With Clark obviously playing a little bit further forward. Might be harsh on McMahon. Some people might say that, which yeah, that's true. I agree with that. He scored obviously against Dundalk. He played very very well, but it, 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 I'm not trying to say we should just forget about McMahon so we can accommodate Clark, but we probably need to start seeing him, Clark play more games, get a consistent run of form going because it's not going to be doing much good for him if he's going to be sitting on the bench and then coming on and playing well and maybe getting a goal or an assist that can help us win a game, and then he starts next week and maybe he's not as good. But you know, I think if you want to see him do that throughout a game from minute 1 to 90, you probably got to start starting him in more games, and I'd probably give him a start here. You probably need a bit of energy in that midfield anyway. I'm not saying McMahon is give us that energy, like, but Shells will come out swinging. I'm sure. They'll be well up for it. We probably need a little bit of energy, a little bit of someone who can run with the ball, someone who can bring it forward. So yeah, I'd be giving Clark a start along with McDonald and Flores in the midfield. On the wings, I'd have not Danny Rand because he probably won't be available for tomorrow, unfortunately. But I'd have Twardek and McDale as the wingers. I think Twardek done enough when he came on against Dundalk to sort of convince me that maybe he deserves a start. Because I'm not 100% convinced by Conley, to be honest. I think he's not been very good since he's come in. He can have the odd moment where you look at him and think, okay, look, he's got a bit of pace. He can probably he's a bit of trickery in him, but I don't know. Is he really the player that is gonna give us that sort of end product? Hopefully he'll improve, but he could find himself slipping down the pecking order now that Grant looks like he's in the door now, and you know it's going to be hard for him to get back in the team. But I think McDade and Twardek have done well in games this season when they played. McDade particularly, I think on his day he's a good winger. He's up there, I think, but would I say one of the best in the league? I don't know, but he's definitely up there with one of the best of the club in that position on the wing. Um, So yeah, I'd have them two as the wingers, and then up front, obviously, I'd have Johnny Afolabi. He's been flying lately, 3 and 3 for him. Well taken goal, good ball in from Clark. Put it past Shepherd with ease, really. And yeah, look, it's good to see him starting to get goals now. You know, we said this at the start of the season. Look, he's working hard. He's doing really well. He just needs to start adding goals to his game, and he's doing that now. And hopefully that can continue. Because look, ultimately that's what you're sort of sort of judged on when you're a striker is the amount of goals you score. He didn't really have much to show in terms of goals at the start of the season, even though he was playing well. But now he's got those goals in him, and hopefully that'll continue. Hopefully he'll nick one here, keep the good run going. And yeah, look, that'll be my team for tomorrow. Score prediction. It'll be a tough game. It'll be a tough game, but that's not very good grammar. It'll be a tough game. You know, Shells, they're very tough to play against in these sort of games. They're up for it. Talca Park will be loud, no doubt. Their fans will be in their numbers. I'm sure we will as well. I think we sold out the away end there, 1,100. So look, it's got the ingredients to be a good game. But I am going to fancy us just about 1-0. That may be a bit bold. Going to Tolga and winning, it's never easy, but Yeah, we have to win. Look, if we don't, it's concerning because we're then kind of slowly kissing top four, well, goodbye in that sort of way. You know, we need to capitalize on these sort of games. Two games in hand now. These are one of them. All the top four are in European action this week. Pats and Rovers already played their games. Derby and Dundalk are tonight, I think. So we've got to. It's a good chance to push up the table, get amongst that top three, four, try and stay there. Obviously, I think maybe UCD after this. You're thinking that's got to be 3 points, but this will be a tougher game. If you can go here and get a win, brilliant. Let's kick on then, get the win against UCD, and then come back and kick on again. Start being more consistent, find the form that we had at the start of the season, and then who knows where that could take us. But yeah, I'm gonna go with a 1-0 win. Gonna try and stay confident, and yeah, let's see what happens. That's where I'm gonna end the video. Make sure you like, subscribe, share, comment down below what you're thinking heading into the game, your score predictions, whatever, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.